His worst fears are quickly confirmed.
This road's gotten so boggy, they've lost traction and it's stuck.
On this job, Johnny's hauling house frames.
I think one's a 5-bedroom, one's a 3-bedroom, bit of structural steel.
Stacks of uneven steel makes for difficult freight. It slides easily, working loose on the smoothest of roads.
You just got to keep an eye on it all the time.
From Karratha, Johnny will drive 1,700 hard kilometres to Balgo in the Tanami Desert. It's departure day for Johnny Dow and his double road train of housing steel. This part of Australia is a mining hub with some very big trucks on the road. The only way of knowing if one's around the corner is over the radio.
Northbound 2 at 8 metres, mate.
No worries, mate. I'll pull up and make some room. Yeah, you don't really want to run into one of those.
Johnny gets another urgent message.
Flapping around near the last of your tyres, mate.
Well, this one here looks a bit loose.
Johnny's only 2 hours into his run.
That's broken.
All he can do is replace it and pray he doesn't break anymore. The Tanami comes out swinging. Johnny knows his load is getting battered.
It's continuous wriggling.
But with all the dust, he can only imagine the damage.
I can't see properly. I'll get out and have a look. I reckon there'll be more movement in the camp line now. Look at that. That one's broken, is it? Loose one.
It's a depressing sight, especially so early on the dirt.
I've probably only done 20 Ks out of 350.
Johnny's only brought 20 spare straps with him.
Two broken. At this rate, after 20 K, I don't know if I'm going to have 100.
Further back, the news doesn't get any better.
See that? Working its way back out, where it'll rub that strap and that one there will probably eventually rub through and snap.
The day is wasting away.
This might be one of those jobs where you wish you were getting paid by the hour. It's not looking good up here. It's going to be a problem.
He has little choice but to keep going. Time spent fixing his load has cost Johnny dearly. If all had gone well, he could have made Balgo today. But now night is falling, and he's still got 200 kilometres to go. As Johnny stops for the night, the bad news gets worse.
Yeah, that thing shit itself and fell all the way back now.
The load has shifted even further. Johnny has 6 hours tomorrow to try and nurse his load into Balgo.
Because they're not going to stay where they are, that's for sure.
The shifting load isn't the only thing that's got Johnny spooked. Now he has to spend the night next to Wolf Creek, the setting for a horror movie about an Outback serial killer.
There's a nasty bastard out there called Mick Taylor. I'll see if he's still there.
After a restless night in the desert, Johnny's trying to kick-start his day.
Got to have a coffee, heart starter. Got to have at least 3 or nothing happens.
Before turning to his truck problems, Johnny steals a peek at the infamous Wolf Creek crater.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
His search for villain Mick Taylor comes up empty.
I know you're here, you bastard! I've got to be there by 12 o'clock at the latest. I've got a forklift there waiting for me. Very good chance it will be late if this keeps up at the rate it's been going, and I'll be paying for a forklift for nothing.
As he builds up speed, the corrugations start to bite.
My main worry is that load staying on that truck.
And now another hazard looms. Cattle grids.
Oh, I hate grids. They might look smooth on this side, but 9 times out of 10 there's a big drop-off on the other side.
Hitting it the wrong way could send Johnny's precarious truckload over the edge.
Just got to walk every axle over the top of it. We end up breaking stuff. Oh, we'll get out and have a look at what's going on back there. Thought one of my gloves was missing. I was going to have to get around looking like Michael Jackson. Flash. The way this is going, I'm going to have to put a long vehicle sign on. They want to come out by themselves, but they don't want to go back in.
If these poles edge all the way out, the entire load could come apart.
See how many's there when I get there. About 80 k's in now. Only 210 to go. I'll try and get up and running on top of these corrugations. Supposed to be there, I told them, around mid-morning or lunchtime. We're in mid-morning now, so we'll be battling to get there by lunchtime as well.
Eventually, the jarring corrugations give way to something softer, but equally dangerous.
Sand holes. That's a deceiving hill, that. It's a slight grade that goes up and up, and there's been that much wheel spin there previous that it's just stirred it all up and made it like the beach.
The beach is no place for a 30-ton truck, and Johnny's doing his best to avoid the patches of soft sand. But now Johnny's losing speed.
Yeah, that doesn't feel right. We're stuck. We're rolling. Gotta get out and have a look. This isn't good.
His worst fears are quickly confirmed.
This road's gotten so boggy, they've lost traction and it's stuck.
Before he even tries to escape the soft sands, he must make his freight safe.
This load's all shifting all over the place.
He's got a forklift booked for the unload.
There's another one laying there.
If he's late, he'll still be charged.
This load is just getting longer and wider. These keep working their way out so far that the ones on top of them will drop down and these will never go back in.
He needs to knock this load back into shape.
Right.
With the load secure, he can finally try and free his truck.
I'll have to set the diff lock in, choose bogged gear, and hopefully we'll get going.
The diff lock will distribute power evenly across all the wheels, hopefully providing the traction he needs.
This old girl's cooled back a bit now, that little rest. Look at this diff lock. I'm just hoping that they're going to be able to get enough momentum to get over this grade. Not liking it. But it is moving. I'll go for another gear to get a little bit of rolling power. We're getting good momentum now. We've got nearly 10 kilometres per hour.
He's clear of the sand. Johnny's arrived at his drop-off point only an hour late, and the frames are still hanging in there.
Might not be exactly straight, but it's here.
Until this steel is stacked neatly on the ground, it's Johnny's responsibility.
Give it full tilt back now, John, see what happens. All right, lift it straight up now. If it starts creeping. Yeah, that got it nice.
The last few frames off and job done.
That's like getting a cheque signed.